U.G. Krishnamurti and the Secret of Happiness. Hello, this is Chris speaking, Shores of Infinity, with a video about U.G. Krishnamurti and the Secret of Happiness. He said, I have a way to make you happy forever. Why did he say this? Because he quoted someone. Of course, that's not his opinion, but there are a lot of gurus and teachers and idols, speakers and so on, who are trying to sell this. Basically, more or less directly, maybe not in these exact words, but that is what it all comes down to. I have a way to make you feel happy forever. Somehow there is this pursuit of happiness in our lives. There's this idea that at some point we will make it work. If we find out what's wrong with us, then we will make it work that we feel happy permanently from then on. If we heal, if we do the right thing, if we practice the right stuff, if we meditate enough, eat well enough, whatever, then we're happy, healthy, rich, and so on. Now, U.G. explains why we are looking for this happiness. Many philosophers and sages over the ages, it even rhymes, have said that what we're actually looking for is happiness. The ancient Greek philosophers, for example, they spoke of eudaimonia, happiness. The good spirit, so to say. And people like Aristotle, for example, or Epicurus or Zenon or whatever, those philosophers, they said if you do certain things, for example, if you suppress your emotions, or if you involve yourself politically, or if you live in peace, or if you eat right, if you practice certain virtues, then you will feel happiness. Your permanent unhappiness will change into permanent happiness. And U.G. says we're looking for it because so many sages and philosophers and gurus have said this. That's the only reason. That's not only the main reason, that's the only reason we're looking for it, because it's completely unrealistic. It will never happen. It will never happen that our unhappiness will change into a permanent happiness. We're not even made to stand permanent happiness. We're looking for something that is firstly impossible to get, and secondly, it doesn't matter. Once enlightenment happens, it doesn't matter. There is no more happiness or unhappiness. It's a dual concept. When enlightenment happens, what is there is there. And it's okay that it's there. It's right that it's there. The whole need to change something is problematic, is neurotic. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to improve. There's nothing wrong with you. Except maybe that you're obsessed with certain things that you want to achieve or attain, being it wealth, health, happiness, joy, whatever, because you think others have it. Oh, they're happy. Look, they're happy. I'm not. What are they doing that they're happy all the time? They're not. No one is happy all the time. Not even enlightened people, not even Zenon and Epicurus and Aristotle and Plato and Socrates were happy all the time. Buddha and Jesus, they were not happy all the time. That's bull. When enlightenment happens and you look back, you wonder why you were ever looking for this. And the explanation U.G. gives here is you were looking for it because you were told to look for it. And you believe those authorities. In this case, spiritual authorities. But it's the same with advertisements. Advertising, they are also trying to sell you happiness. They say, if you buy this thing, then you will be happy. Very similar to if you develop these virtues, if you meditate enough, if you're doing this or that practice, then you will be happy. But it's a search for nothing. It's a search for a sandcastle, for a mirage, an illusion. There will never be permanent happiness, nor does it matter. It doesn't do anything. Because once your personality is gone, you won't need it anymore. You will be happy with what happens in the moment. Or maybe happy is the wrong word, content somehow. Or how Jeffrey Martin calls it, well-being. It's a very subtle sense of well-being, but it's more like it's okay. It's good the way it is. Nothing needs to be changed. So Yuji says we're all brainwashed. Most of our problems come from being brainwashed. So if there's anything we ever have to do is to get rid of these ideas, of all ideas. All ideas are just baggage. They are in the way. They obscure your view of what is there, what is really real. And there's no one idea better than another. They're all illusory. What we often do is exchange one belief system for another that seems more plausible. For example, we give up Christianity and then follow Buddhism or whatever. It will not make any difference. There is no point in believing anything. All these ideas and beliefs, they make you unhappy, and then you're looking for happiness. The only thing you have to do is get rid of these ideas, or the idea that these ideas are yours. No, it's brainwashing. You heard it from somewhere, and now you believe it's true somehow. It's like young girls who think they need to be super thin, like supermodels. Why? They don't know themselves, but they think that's the way you should look as a woman. We do the same. Actually, if you're really honest, you probably have never met anyone who's permanently happy. Those are always episodes, peak experiences. Nevertheless, you're probably looking for it, and you probably think that the search for enlightenment will bring you happiness. It won't. It has nothing to do with happiness. Because the universe is impersonal. It doesn't care if one or the other person is happy or unhappy. It can't care because it's not a person. So Yuji says that the search for happiness is the problem, not the unhappiness or the lack of happiness. The search for it is the problem. Okay. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It helps others find the channel. Thank you to all my patrons, and thank you for joining me as a Patreon, and see you soon.